Sharing is caring. We have been listening to this pod since our childhood, and we do share a lot of things with other people. Like in schools, we share our homework, our lunch with our friends. And if we look into our past, we can see that if humans hadn't shared their knowledge with others, there wouldn't be any discoveries. And if that happened, then there would be no smartphone in your hands, no Instagram, no Facebook, no YouTube, nothing. In short, there wouldn't be any kind of technology at all. So this proves that sharing is so important for us. Despite this, there is one thing that majority of people don't want to share with others, and that is knowledge. While some people even share their toothbrush. So have you ever thought or felt that the person in front of you doesn't want to share his knowledge with you? If yes, then watch this video till the end. This is Ritik Verma and you are watching why people don't want to share their knowledge with you. Before we dive deep into it, ask yourself, have you ever felt like not sharing your hard-earned knowledge with someone you know? Why does it happen? While sharing can double your knowledge, why do people do that? Why don't people share their knowledge? To find an answer, I surveyed 500 people and found that in terms of sharing there are 3 types of people. So we divided them into 3 groups. First, people who don't share their knowledge with anyone. We put them in group A. Second, people who only share things with people close to them. We put them into group B. Third, people who share anything without having any problem. We put them into group C. After analyzing the data, we found that there is only one reason behind it, and it has 4 major symptoms. First, fear of ideas being stolen. Second, fear of competition. Third, fear of judgment. Fourth, fear of failure. According to a study in 1960, we only born with 2 fears, the fear of falling and the second one is fear of loud noise. By the pace of time as we grow up, we learn other fears. So now the question is, how do we learn these negative fears unknowingly? For that, we need to understand how these negative fears work. First is the fear of ideas being stolen. This is the first and foremost reason why people don't share their knowledge. They think if they do, their ideas can be stolen. But in reality, an idea is useless unless somebody takes action and implements it. And history knows that many of the ideas were developed by a different person and implemented by someone else. For example, Facebook and McDonald's. People also think that if they share their knowledge or ideas, another person would implement and use it, and their competition and difficulty will be increased. Which leads us to second category of fear, fear of competition. The fear of competition has so much impact on people that they often try to avoid it by not sharing their knowledge with others. They think their knowledge can help the other person to grow and the person will be successful before them. There's been a race going on among people for centuries to become successful before others. That's why people don't let others to become successful, because that's the easiest option they have to win this race. I call it the crabby mindset. I don't know about the other countries, but if you are in India, then you probably understand the term crab. Actually, if you put some crabs in a bucket, they won't come out. You don't need to put the lid on. Why? Because crabs don't let other crabs get out. Tell me in the comment section if you ever have experienced this. Also, people often think that their particular idea is unique, but in 99% cases it's not. Somebody has already thought of it. Don't believe me? Just search your idea on Google. But that doesn't mean your idea won't work. It will work if you take action and implement it. It's not about what you do, it's about how you do it. Sometimes people think that if they tell their idea to anyone, they will criticize and try to discourage them. Which leads us to third category, the fear of judgment. This is the old famous fear. What will others think? I've seen that even the family members do it, which may sound like you can't do it. You will just waste your time, so don't even try it. Get a real secure job. So to avoid this kind of judgment, people don't share their knowledge or ideas with others. Not even with those people who can help them to achieve their goal. The last but not the least, fear of failure. This fear is the bitter enemy of success and also responsible for not letting people take risks that could lead them to their success. The fear of failure is also a reason behind people not sharing with others, because whenever they try to tell anyone their ideas, fear of failure kicks in and they experience a feeling of risk that if they tell anyone or share anything with anyone, that person could steal their idea. Their competition will be increased, their chances of failure would be increased, and if out of bad luck they get failed, then people would judge them. That's why they avoid it as well by not telling others anything. So what's the reason? Why does it happen? Only one thing behind all of these 4 negative traits, and that is your low self-esteem. For those who don't know about what self-esteem is, let me tell you that here I am not talking about self-confidence. There's a difference between self-confidence and self-esteem. Although high self-esteem also boosts self-confidence. Where self-confidence means being confident in your abilities and yourself, self-esteem is more like being enough in yourself. To understand it better, let's see what's the difference between people who have low self-esteem and the people who have high self-esteem. People with low self-esteem tend to have these 4 fears, plus they also seek constant attention of others, and to get others' attention they often try to impress them. These people tend to be needy and desperate. It doesn't matter whether they are men or women, they always get stuck in friend zone. They put others on pedestal, that's why they are unable to talk to their opposite gender people. They just love to gain sympathy. They need others' validation. They can't even buy new clothes without seeking others' validation. They believe they are not worthy of love as they have infinite amount of flaws. They are pessimistic and get discouraged so easily. They believe that their life sucks and they always try to prove themselves and others that how worthy they are. On the other hand, people who have high self-esteem are fearless. They not only feel enough but they also feel worthy in themselves. They don't care about others, means if nobody gives them attention, then no problem, they don't give a fuck about it. They love and respect themselves, that's why people also do the same. They never put anyone on pedestal and live in the moment. They take their decisions by themselves and don't seek any sort of validation from others. They are optimistic, and whenever a tough situation comes in their life, they think something like, wow man, this really sucks, let's see what I learned from it. They know what are their strengths and weaknesses, that's why they never prove to anyone anything. Now you know what is self-esteem and what is the difference between low self-esteem and high self-esteem. Let me tell you that everyone is born with high self-esteem, and being a low self-esteem person is just a bad habit. Because as we grow up, we have some certain experiences that create low self-esteem beliefs, which then influence our reality. And by the pace of time, we become used to of living in that reality. But the good news is that we can change any bad habit with a good one. It is possible, but it takes 21 days to create a new habit. So all you have to do is just start practicing high self-esteem habits, like sharing things that you are afraid of sharing. By the way, I will make a separate video about self-esteem, but if you can't wait, you can read The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown and Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. You can download the ebook, or if you are more of a paper book person, then you can buy it from Amazon. All links are in the description.